throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57. As it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were losers there. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And just shedding him off there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll drop the throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Oh, such great concentration there going right up against the... And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Ooh, the juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Groves. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
First down.
On first down is Jenkins. A beautiful fake. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
13 yards.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now pressure gets to him again. Jalen Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he's going to go down again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. And he is caught. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week. Over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
4-yard gain.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 7-7, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll keep it himself. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. If they didn't get that done, this time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Throws. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. On the zone read, this is Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Gentry setting up the screen for Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gentry. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Throwing to start the drive. Gentry. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down. They'll try the left side. Groves. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Gentry. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A nice little juke. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stevenson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson. Oh, good move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a give, right side. Stevenson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 13.
And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And able to get this out to the 25. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter
run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Operating from the gun. Gentry got his man complete over the middle. That's Herrera. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up himself. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a smart gain.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And it's the Denver defense that steps up on this play. Ball is loose. They pounce on it, and then it's off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Gentry. And that That's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st down, Groves. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they have a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Stevenson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Kansas City.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Gentry.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Gentry. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gross.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Groves. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down. Groves. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? Just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
The 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick. Nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Oh, look at the juke.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
First and 10.
Looking to throw. Gentry. He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Now a handoff up the middle. Groves. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he finds a man with a crossing route. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Stevenson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
He's across midfield.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stevenson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
49-yard line.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing to start the drive. Gentry. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. Groves. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Gentry. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
Judkins going to run it out again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Gentry. He finds his man, complete. It's Aguirre. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 1st and 10 at the 11. Look at this, a tight end carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they'll run again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Gentry. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. What do you stand on?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The 38-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the Eagles' 39-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more.
And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. He'll try and do, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Gentry. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Running the slant, and he finds Mitchell.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And an Eagles first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
2 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Herrera. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Groves. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here we go. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Gross. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
Looking to throw. Gentry. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this win was impressive, Charles. And look, they were honest with us this week. They had this game circled on the calendar for quite a while, coming in and taking down the reigning Super Bowl champions.
And you and I both know from experience that having the title reigning Super Bowl champs is a blessing, but a curse when the next season begins, right? Because everyone circles that game on their schedule. They can't wait to come in and play. And they often do things you don't even expect because they figure, what do we have to lose? We're playing the Super Bowl champs.
So for the Chiefs, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.